guys, I'm going to pull up again if I can do it. I'm just going to pull up a poster. I'd like everybody to have a look at this, please. It is the right 1 second. Here it is. I think it's this one here. Let's see. Yes, it is. Good. Here we go. The poster is there, guys. Call to the Dáil, September the 20th. This is the time. We have the God-given right to free speech. We will not be silenced. Have your voice heard, etc., etc., guys. Now, I just want to point out two things here, guys. First of all, by sort of unfortunate coincidence, another prominent pro-justice activist had called for an assembly at the Customs House at 1 o'clock on the same day with the intention of marching on the Dáil. For those of you that can't make it at 10 o'clock, if you can't make it at 10 o'clock to the Dáil, let me come back so you can see me talking here, guys. Sorry, I've got to go back here. Yeah, for those of you that can't make it at 10 o'clock, the reason that they're calling people to the Dáil, they want people before 10 o'clock. Now, I understand, according to information given to me by one of the organizers of this, that the intention is to have a peaceful but effective protests that more or less prevents what are being referred to as the gangsters going into their den of iniquity. It sounds to me, provided it's all done lawfully and carefully, with a mind not to offering the authorities a reason to come down hard on the people there. I think it sounds like a brilliant idea. It's the same old notion of doorstepping and everything. This is our country. That is our Dáil. Those are our public representatives. But they're handing it all over to the diabolicals, guys. The more people that can turn up there on the 20th of September, that's next Wednesday, before 10 a.m., the better. And I imagine people will stay around. And then if there is a second group that is marching on the Dáil from the Customs House, all well and good. And I've been told by the organizers, they're going to stay there and they're going to, combine forces, so to speak, and listen to people, well-informed people, advising people as best they can what's going on. Okay. So, yes, that's the main point. There's an unfortunate sort of unplanned clash of two different things happening, but it appears, and I say without casting aspersions in any direction because I believe it was purely accidental, but the earlier one seems to be the more important one. Those that can be there for 9:30, for 10, you've got a real good chance of making a historical statement to these, and again, the most of them up there, these gangsters who are ripping you off on a daily basis and selling out our country, selling out our ethos, selling out our sovereignty, both collective and as individuals, selling out our resources, and priming Ireland to be a place that will be a haven for all sorts of undesirables. And I'm not talking about our foreign visitors. I'm talking also about the resident diabolicals, most of whom are in highly paid positions of authority and power in agencies of the state. So finally, guys, there's apparently, especially coming in the next few days, if we believe Biden in America, another variant is going to be trundled out. Only he says, and I'm quoting him now, he says, but sort of don't worry though, this time the injections will work, really. Okay. There's also calls for another mask mandate. I'm going to share my own personal opinion here, guys, based on the contents of the book, that anybody who willingly complies or panders to these nonsensical diktats and mandates is now, I'm just saying, if you know the facts now and you know the truth, and if you've done any research, if you haven't done research by this point, away from the mainstream media and away from the nonsense that's been peddled on RTE, the propaganda and everything, and kudos to the nurse the other night who managed to speak on RTE and tell them that she wasn't paying her license, her TV license, because of all the damage done to people, because of the lies and the propaganda being spread by RTE, our national broadcaster, who in effect is answerable only to their puppet masters at the World Economic Forum, at the World Health Organization, even the United Nations, I'm afraid to say, and these big multi-dimensional global corporations, big pharma and all the rest of it, okay? This is a chance, guys, not only next Wednesday at 10 o'clock at the Dáil, but also politely and cordially, we should have the courage. If we're sitting in a train or in a bus and people are then, we should have the courage politely to say, I don't know why you're wearing that thing, or please don't comply, because every one of you that does is actively complicit in the tyranny that they're trying to visit us all. Okay, guys, just coming up.